Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory. Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating and I whooped that.
Oh, man. That's sad.
Hey.
All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting down.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. This is a place where we talk about what most people are thinking. If you are sensitive, please don't tune in. Just leave now, because we're going to talk about a lot of real stuff that is going on. I'm going to get on people and their prayers, Christianity, this Carlee Russell situation. We're going to talk about all the syphilis stuff and outbreak that's going on in Houston. And we're going to talk about how when there is time to twerk, guaranteed Black women are going to twerk. But before we go any further, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. My monetization got taken away on YouTube. I don't know why they keep taking it away. I haven't done anything wrong. They keep saying you reuse content. So if you see the cash up at the bottom and you would like to support the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. But make sure y'all give me a thumbs up, like the video, and let's get into it. So if y'all have not been paying attention, or y'all ain't from Birmingham, right? We're going to talk about this Carlee Russell situation, right? So Carlee Russell is a woman that had went missing. Yeah. She went missing probably about 2 days ago. And I'm going to play the video if it plays like it's supposed to play. So let me share this video for you guys. I need to learn my hotkeys on here. Share video.
Start this morning with late breaking news. Carlee Russell returns home days after she disappeared from the side of I-459 in Hoover. WVTM 13's Maddie Davis joins us live from Hoover this morning. Maddie, what have you learned about her return?
Well, Magdala, Hoover Police tell us they got a call that Carlee returned home to her family's house here in Hoover, leaving many with questions this morning. Her return to home ending a 48-hour search, grabbing national attention, and police began investigating when she was reported missing Thursday night after receiving a call from her saying she saw a toddler on the Interstate. A search for her continuing through the weekend, but ending around 10:45 last night when police got that call that Carlee was home. Hoover PD responding to the scene to investigate, and fire medics also arriving to assess Carlee and transport her to the hospital. From what we were last told, Carlee remains in the hospital this morning. However, those circumstances surrounding her disappearance remain unclear. Magdala.
Well, Maddie, there are so many questions remaining around this, surrounding her return, though. So can you go into details with how we started on this?
Well, Magdala, it all goes back to Thursday night, right after 9:30 that night. Hoover 911 Center received a call from Carlee saying she saw a toddler walking on the side of I-459. Her family also reports getting the same call from Carlee before hearing a scream. Police arrived on scene and found her car, her phone, her watch, and her wig. but there was no sign of Carlee or a toddler. Friday morning, a full search party gathered at the Hoover Met. Hundreds of volunteers showing up over the weekend, many heading out to our neighboring states as well. And as that search for Carlee continued, a reward of $50,000 was offered for her safe return. And then again last night, Carlee showed up on her family's doorsteps in Hoover and was taken to the hospital to be checked out. I know many people, again, like I said, asking questions right now. We are hoping to ask authorities some of those questions and get some more information. We will let you know as soon as we do. Live in Hoover, I'm Maddie Davis, WVTM 13.
So if y'all can tell today, well, Jess, I just don't understand why this is so controversial. People are making it so many assumptions, but why? Like, I'm going to be honest, this isn't a good look for some people being so insensitive at a time like this. If you don't care about Carlee, at least have compassion for her family. Shaking my head. I'm going to say this. This might be an unpopular take. But this is a new normal podcast. We give unpopular takes all the time. So when it comes to this Carlee situation, it didn't sound fishy from the jump. Like, you riding down 459. If you live in Birmingham, in Hoover, no, that's a busy highway. You randomly happen to see a baby walking down the road. No one were Amber alerted a baby. We still don't know if you saw a baby or not. Nobody's asking questions about this supposed child that you saw. The night you went missing, you were wearing all black. I don't know how many people get abducted wearing all black. That's another thing. This thing has a lot of questions that needs to be answered. And what I see is people want to do stuff and go unchecked. People want to call out the community to have a search party. Hundreds of people came out to have a search party for Carlee, and now all of a sudden we can't ask questions. So y'all telling us if it's a raper man out there, we're not supposed to alert the community that there's a raper man out there taking bitches, right? Oh, we're not supposed to tell nobody because this is what our community look like. We make a search party and have a $50,000 reward for you, and you pop back up on your mom and dad's doorstep, and we ain't supposed to ask no questions, and you got us out here looking for you. Come on, this don't even make sense. Y'all, as black people, we keep talking about community. All last week, y'all was sharing the video of Dr. Umar talking about checking men and checking this and checking that, and now we checking the situation. Y'all don't want to say nothing about this situation. Y'all don't know if y'all coming or going. And I tell y'all, this is what the community looks like. This is why there won't be any reckoning for our community or our saving of our community. Because yes, I should be able to ask you if I went out here in these motherfucking woods to go look for your black ass, I can ask you where you been at. The investigation is still going. She just made it home at 11 p.m. last night. It don't matter if she made it home 5 minutes ago. To me, if you make it home, we still need to know right now, because like they said, the police had already said they talked to her in the hospital, and they not saying anything else. What that lets you know is there ain't no raper man out there. There's no trafficking out there. There's nobody that snatched this girl, because if there was a case of that happening, they will put out some sketch, or this person looks like this person has this bill, because you want to find someone that's doing this ASAP. You don't want to wait hours and hours for the person that kidnapped you or trafficked you or sexually assaulted you to get away on a busy highway like 459. Come on, like, are we really playing this game? Like, and the thing is, this sounds like a case of I got some Peter Welker that I wasn't supposed to get. My mama and my daddy told me not to mess with this dude right here. I wanted the Peter Welker, so I made up this elaborate scheme. I didn't plan for it to go like it did, but when I showed back at home, I was going to tell my parents it happened like this. I didn't expect the dogs and the police and the people to search parties and the $50,000 reward. I didn't even think that far, because I'm a 25-year-old girl that's just horny and trying to just get some Peter Welker. Y'all might say, oh, that's far-fetched, but hold on. This hasn't happened before. This hasn't happened when you had a 17-year-old girl run away and they found her at a motel with an older dude. This hasn't happened before. So we're just acting like this does not happen. You go into a dangling appointment, but leave your phone, wig, and car on the side of the road. That doesn't make any sense. Jazz, exactly. None of this makes sense. It wasn't a well thought out plan. When people make dumb decisions or try to get away with stuff, when we listen to it, we all say, that was pretty dumb that you thought this was the way to go about doing this. That was pretty dumb. Hell, when that's just going back to high school, I used to think it was pretty wild that people would, sneak in classrooms and have sex to get dangling and then get caught by a teacher. And I'm like, that's pretty dumb, especially when you got a car outside. It would be better for you guys to skip school. That would be a better plan, to skip school and take your chances with that, instead of teachers going in out of empty classroom to catch y'all having sex. Wow. This is a plan of a 24, 25-year-old girl. And we've all said the brain ain't even developed nowhere near until 30 years old. Some people say, why would she go through all of this for a Peter Wacker appointment? Well, if your parents is paying all your bills, you stay at home with your parents. They tell you what you can and cannot do. You in nursing school. Why wouldn't you make up an elaborate plan if you wanted to mess with somebody they told you not to mess with? Don't act like Romeo and Juliet ain't a thing. One of the most famous stories of all time. Don't act like that's not a thing. So am I the one that's being insensitive right now? Because I think it's weird for your kidnapper to just drop you off at home. They ain't got no APB out on the car that dropped you off, or the color of it. Like, really? Come on. Like, so you were so bad off when you showed up to your parents' home. They took you home. They took you to the hospital. But the person that dropped you off didn't take you to the hospital either. This story just doesn't sit well. She's not a high school. She's not a kid. And someone was on the phone with her when they heard her scream and didn't hear anything else but traffic going on after that. Chaz, how hard is it to scream? Oh my God. You see, I just did that. Like, I'm confused. Like, why would you? Oh my God, somebody's kidnapping me. Oh no, Mr. Raper Man. Oh no, don't take me. Oh my God. Like, did you see how I just did that? That doesn't mean nobody's around. You watching me doesn't mean anybody around me. And of course, you're going to hear traffic. You own 459. That's one of the busiest highways in America. What was the point of us praying that her captor would let her go if we were just going to be suspicious once it happened? Bro, get some business. This is clearly clickbait. No way. I'm dead. Jazz, I'm dead serious. And I'm going to talk about how the people that call themselves Christian play with God more than a little bit. And that's why I got mad about this, because I hear so many people talking about, well, we praying for God. God had nothing to do with this. 1 minute y'all all on Facebook talking about God sending you bad men and stuff like that, and God send you somebody else, they need to be good. And now all of a sudden, y'all talking about y'all praying for God to release this girl. This girl wasn't missing. Come on, dog. Like, if this ain't suspicious and y'all just be like, oh, somebody really had her and they just dropped her off at home and this sounds normal? This is a normal incident that happens? Come on now. Y'all play with God a lot, but this is one of the times that God ain't got nothing to do with it. And y'all always talking about God this, prayer this. Oh, how much was my prayer worth, since y'all want to know so much about Carlee? Yeah, if it's a raper man out here, I should know Carlee if you was raped or hijacked, because I got kids and we got a community, and these people got up Saturday morning to go look for your black ass. So yes, we need to know. Is they riding around in a white van, Carlee? Please tell us something. You're gonna come out and say you had a mental illness. I get it. Oh, she's mentally disturbed. We know the routine. When the police come out and say, we're going to give the family time and not put an APB out or whatever they do, or BOLO or some shit out for the person that has this woman, or the vehicle that she was in, or the people, to make the model, the build of the person, the voice, the accent, the how high, how tall, how big, what color hair they have. The police go and talk to this woman and they have not put nothing out. That should be all the telltale signs you need to know. It ain't fucking rocket science. This ain't fucking rocket science. Y'all play with God and y'all keep playing with him, and he finna show up and show out on y'all ass. That's what's really about to happen because y'all use God's name in vain more than a little bit. Talking about y'all, oh, we out here praying. You don't even know what the fuck you praying for. How y'all be talking about, oh, when it's just equivalent as when people say, pray for us. Y'all don't know what y'all praying for them, but y'all praying. My sentiments exactly. Because why you keep telling me to pray for you if you ain't gonna tell me specifically what to pray for you about? Oh, wait, God knows your needs. Oh my God, then what the fuck I'm praying for you for if God knows what you need? If God knows what you need, what is my little prayer going to do for you when you got a direct line to God himself? Call him. If God made you in his image, you should have a direct line to God to yourself where you ain't got to call on the community to pray that you return home safely. You should call him. How about that? That's what I thought. Exactly. That's what I thought. That makes no sense. Y'all play with God and y'all keep playing with God. And it's the ones that keep claiming they're the most devout Christians. And that's why y'all wonder why so many people are leaving the body of Christ now and leaving church now. Because y'all play all day long. I was on TikTok and there was a pastor saying stuff about how black people are to this day. And in the comment section, it was nothing but women saying, you're being judgmental, XYZ, you shouldn't say this. And he was preaching from the book. If you actually read your Bible, the Bible is one of the most judgmental books there is. Nigga, you couldn't even enter a fucking temple if you wasn't dressed a certain way in the Bible. What are you talking about? But we're going to play with God like this? Are we seriously playing with God like this? About a missing girl and y'all, and then, like I said, we can't ask what happened. Y'all keep hollering community bill. Men need to check men. Women need to check women. But then when we try to check each other as community, now it ain't none of our business. That's why our community is fucked up. Because nobody wants to be checked. Nobody can say, this story sounds a little suspicious. I've never in my life heard a trafficker dropping my baby off back at home, but we're the first. We should be good. We should be blessed. God just blessed us with a miracle baby. Oh my God, this is Jesus 0.2. Jesus 2.0. Drop my baby off from the trafficker and all this. Oh my God. Come on now. Like y'all play with God. Y'all play with God more than a little bit, and it's sickening. How do y'all say y'all are Christians, y'all believe in God and XYZ, and y'all always playing with God and inserting God in bullshit situations when God has hand and didn't have his hand in it? What kind of God do y'all believe in? Do y'all believe y'all got a God that prevents you from getting in fucked up situations, or you got a God that saves you from fucked up situations? Because typically, if you read your Bible as well, most of the people that were in fucked up situations in the Bible had no God or didn't believe in God, but until a miracle was performed. But the people that believed in God had faith that it would work out because they believed in God and the miracles that were performed because they seen it with themselves. I don't know. To let y'all know, I'm a PK. Preacher's kid. So I sit up under all of this. I don't understand why y'all be playing with God like that. So when I'm talking about this situation, yes, I'm dead fucking serious. Because if my little babies was kidnapped right now and they just happen to come up, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Even if they was lying, I'm gonna still tell y'all because the community owes that. Hey, my son, and I don't care how bad it's supposed to look, because I'm supposed to be raising young men and young girls that ain't gonna play with my last name like that and ain't gonna play with our community like that, so we can community build. Especially black women nowadays, they don't want to be checked on bullshit that they do. Now you miraculously wearing black. How many people y'all know get kidnapped wearing black? How many people do y'all know that when they get kidnapped, they're wearing all black? Okay. So she was kidnapped on parked on 459, dark at night, wearing all black, and went missing. I didn't hear nobody say they saw another car just pull up beside her. I didn't hear that either. Like, I'm trying to figure out how we are as people, black people, and can't question what's going on. And this is what happens when your great grandma go from 85 to fucking 55. This what happened when your grandma go from 85 to 55 because your grandmama was the main person that was in everybody's business talking shit about everybody and called out bullshit. But now we around here with these motherfuckers that's 55 and trying to be friends with they 35-year-old daughters that got a daughter that's 17, and they all under the same guys talking about some you can't shame people and you can't say stuff that has the big elephant in the room. Now we just supposed to push it under the rug because you can't say that. You can't say this. Oh, that's insensitive. Bring back the 85-year-old great grandmas, please. We need them now. Bring them back because these young grandmas and the people that's old, the elders in our community ain't giving out no fucking logic. Period. None. Zero. And y'all can't act like y'all want to be out here acting like these people that's 25 or older out of high school don't still have the mindset of a high schooler. Y'all want to act like the people that's 24, 25, and damn near 30 don't have mindsets of high schoolers. Come on now. I'm going to say this again. Y'all play with God a lot too much. Y'all play with God a lot too much. God had nothing to do with this girl going missing, and God had nothing to do with her being found. Quit putting God in bullshit ass situations. Y'all got mad. Y'all was crying and got upset when these motherfuckers went on the goddamn submarine. Oh, I pray God blesses them. God gave us common sense too. Oh, you don't think God blesses people with common sense? Oh, what we gonna say? Common sense ain't rare. Oh, common sense ain't coming. Is that what we saying? Common sense isn't coming? So God don't bless everybody with common sense. This is the life that we're living right now. Well, we as black people, fuck how people look at us, fuck how we're portrayed in the news. This is us talking one-on-one, black people to black people. If this doesn't sound funny to you and you're not worried that some bullshit might come from this story, and you got to think about you having children and people going to say, oh, no, this is like the little boy who cried wolf. Y'all remember when Carlee went missing and we found out she just went missing so she can get her some Peter Welcome? But I'm wrong for questioning. I can't question this. I told y'all play with God. Like, this is why I'm upset, because it's the main people that call themselves Christians that want to insert God in bullshit situations. In human error. One thing I do believe God does, God takes his hands off of people. One thing God does, God takes his hands off of people. Because some of y'all, what old man used to tell me, some of y'all don't believe shit stink. He takes his hands off of y'all, so y'all can go and bump your head and then come back to him. Because a lot of y'all play with him. Y'all don't care. Like I said, we've seen so many people that God this, God that, and don't care nothing about God. Especially the women. When stuff like this happen, they all of a sudden make up. And I'm gonna say this: social media came up with the trafficking stuff, or her being sexually assaulted or something like. Social media came up with that. There was no news reports of this. Zero. I didn't see nobody said she was kidnapped, trafficked. And like I said, why haven't we seen a Amber Alert for this supposed child that she heard walking along the highway? No one else saw the child. No one else decided to stop with you. Like, you the only one that stopped. And we all know, think about this. We've all watched scary movies together. And we all know that niggas ain't stopping in the middle of the fucking night to stop for no fucking baby. We'll call the hey, I seen a baby on 459, but I ain't stopping to get out because I don't know if it's motherfucking Saul or this Freddy Krueger out there. We didn't see how this worked. Niggas ain't doing that. I'm sorry. You ain't never in the history, what Kat was saying, in the history of niggerdom, you ain't never heard a nigga stopping late at night to save somebody's life. Name one. Put it in the comment section. Name one. And you gonna tell me this 24-year-old girl just gonna randomly stop because she saw a baby walking late at night instead of calling the police? And then when she got on the phone, I haven't heard the police call, but you didn't say what kind of baby you saw, a white baby, a blonde hair baby, a big baby, a small baby, a Chinese baby. The baby eyes was shit, the baby eyes was open. Was it running? Was it moonwalking? Did it look like Michael Jackson or Halle Berry? What did the baby look like? Give me something. Give us something. You call the police. Did you describe the baby? Like, this doesn't sound weird at all. And we've heard enough crime shows to know that people that commit crimes or stuff about kidnapping and missing persons don't make the best decisions when it comes to how they're going to get away with stuff like this. And this is how you know this, and this is what you this is what's really dumb about the situation. If I was in that situation, I'm not going to my parents' house just showing up and I know everybody looking for me. You know the first place I'm going? I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm going to the hospital. They gonna call my parents while I'm in the hospital. I ain't showing up on my parents' doorstep. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel. I'm calling them from the hospital. I'm not just gonna show up on, because who the fuck dropped you off? Right. What's your name? How am I gonna say this wrong? Darverna Green. Right. They didn't give us anything in this situation, but we can't say nothing. Now y'all telling us that if we got a question and stuff like that, y'all don't want us to pray for you. I'm gonna speak on behalf of God. Fuck you and the situation that you get into that you might need my prayer, because y'all shouldn't have been inserting me in this bullshit in the first place. Black people know they'll throw God in a situation that's full of shit. They don't ever say, "Oh, the devil got his hand in it. Y'all put me on the bullshit." Well, y'all didn't say, "Oh, the devil took the girl." Y'all never say that. The guy made it. I had a meme I posted. God, if you send me another man, please don't let him be another narcissistic woo-dee woo. Like, so you mean to tell me God sending you narcissistic men to be with to break your heart and leave you in shambles and pieces? So you mean to tell me God is sending a little baby to walk out in the middle of 459 so Carlee can pull over and get kidnapped in traffic and leave her wig, cell phone, and stuff behind and call 911 and scream and then show up on her parents' doorsteps 2 days later? That's what God did, huh? Okay. I just beg of y'all, quit calling on God. Because if I call on the community, ever, if my kids go missing, soon as they return, we're going to do a police report and we're going to do a press release. And I don't care how stupid it sounds, I'm going to tell y'all, because how can we be a community with a community full of lies? How can we build our community on a bunch of lies? Like I tell y'all, God this, God that, and God ain't had nothing to do with none of that. Because all women want that's 20 from 18 to 30 is DHD, dick, hookahs, and day parties. And you could say I'm lying. From 18 to 30 is DHD, dick, hookahs, and day parties. How y'all feel about the Carlee? Do y'all think it was some shit in the game? Do y'all think she was really trafficked? Do y'all think she really went missing? What do y'all think she gonna claim she's mentally ill? What do y'all think gonna happen with this Carlee situation? What y'all think gonna happen? What y'all think gonna happen? I'm gonna share something else with y'all. I'm gonna share something else with y'all right quick. Here you go, right here. Let me share this with y'all. It says the Houston Health Department says it's a crisis. There have been 128% increase in cases among women and a 9-fold rise in congenital syphilis in Houston and Harris County. The health department report more than 1,800 cases of syphilis in 2019 and more than 2,900 cases in 2022. That's a 57% increase. 57% increase. What did I tell y'all? DHD. Women like from 18 to 30, actually older than that, love dick, hookahs, and day parties. That's why you're seeing what I'm showing you on screen and why this correlates back to Carlee. When that Peter Wacker hit that button, you ain't thinking about rational stuff. When that Peter Wacker hit that button, you're not thinking rationally. Because let's be real, most of us don't need to be out here having sex if we can't understand the powers of sex and what it does to the chemical makeup and the brain development. Let's keep this shit all the way 100. A lot of y'all don't understand what it takes to have sex and the implications of having sex and having sex with multiple people and different bodies. Y'all love, black women love to talk about soul ties. Maybe Carlee got a Peter Wacker so good and the soul tie was strong and she heard it speaking in her head and the soul tie told her to leave a car on the side of the road. Just maybe. I don't know. Y'all black women love to talk about soul ties, but now we ain't talking about soul ties. That soul tie told her to park that car on the side of the road. But I'm the bad guy for questioning stuff like this, huh? I'm not supposed to question it. I get it. I get it. And we got to be honest. We have to be honest with ourselves when it comes to stuff like this, that a lot of people are mentally sick, not mentally healthy, not mentally whole. And what was sad when I watched this Carlee situation was when the parents got on the news, and it seemed like she had two very involved parents. And my spiritual gift is discernment. I read people very well and I read situations very well. My homeboys used to always make this joke. We used to go to the club, whoop the whoop, and I used to always tell them I'm driving my own vehicle in case something pop off. And then I would just disappear on them. And they'd be like, damn, you always getting up at the club right before stuff pop off. It's like, I can feel it. That's why I got to drive my own vehicle wherever I go. Because I need to be able to leave when I want to leave. DHD is a hell of a drug for the 18 to 30-year-olds. When they pass the 30, you probably can knock the day parties off of there. When they get to 40s, you could probably knock the hookahs off of there. But you ain't gonna never get rid of that Peter Wacker. They ain't never gonna get rid of that. Never. Never. We can't act like sex doesn't make people do crazy stuff. We can't act like people. We can't act like people ain't out here in relationships with people and had them robbing banks. They didn't even. The woman didn't even know about robbing banks. Had women out here robbing banks. Come on now. Come on, like we can't act like people don't do dumb stuff for other people that they call themselves in love with, or people that have really good sex. And like I said, don't let a woman find out you got a big Peter Walker. Like they got this running meme all the time. Soon as I find out he got a big Peter Walker, I make all the time for you in the world. But before then, it's hard to get in touch with you. Like I don't even understand how we got to this point where, like I said, questioning stuff. Questioning this is an issue for our community. And I was so proud to see that the community came together to go and search for this young lady. I was excited because I was like, yes, this is what community looks like. We're coming together to go help find this young lady that was, supposedly taken, or we don't know what happened, but she was on this highway. We're all going to go and look, and the family's putting this together, a $50,000 reward, and we're going to make this happen. Yes, go community. Soon as she showed up on the doorstep, community say, y'all don't need to know what happened to her because because the community is just supposed to send up prayers and shut the fuck up, and this is a family issue. Well, my nigga, if it's a family issue, then why you call me out here to come search for your family? You, your wife, and her siblings should have went out here, and maybe the aunties and uncles should have went out here and searched for her if it's a family issue. Don't make it my issue and then turn around and tell me it's a family issue. Don't make it my issue and turn around and tell me it's a family issue. Because, like I said, if it was a raper man running around here and she got sexually assaulted, y'all wouldn't want to know that. That's what y'all telling me. We're not telling other people that there's a raper man in our community. I'm just trying to make sure we're all on the same page. Because if y'all agree to this, I'll know who to say it to and who not to say it to. I'll know who to say it to and who not to say it to. Like I said, this is getting pathetic. Pathetic. Y'all don't want people to question y'all on what y'all do. And the reason so many women, you got to look at it. Men are making jokes because men know we smell the bullshit because we think logically. The main people are saying y'all shouldn't question is women. Because women don't want to be questioned about behind bullshit. Because never in the history of being trafficked have we heard a trafficker dropping somebody off at their fucking doorstep. And then once again, I'm gonna say this: social media came up with the whole trafficking stuff. I never heard a report came out that said they thought she was trafficked or taken. Hell, they still ain't even released a report behind what kind of kid they saw walking on the highway. Please, y'all, just quit involving God in this. Because the God I believe in is an amazing God. The God you may believe in might think, well, I guess we all have our own God. I don't know. Because y'all believe and read different stuff. And y'all used to say cleanliness is next to godliness, and that ain't even nowhere near in the Bible. Y'all used to say cleanliness is next to godliness. That's in the Bible. No, it's not. No, it's not. And if you believe cleanliness is next to godliness, why do y'all be giving y'all bodies away like y'all do? Why do y'all be doing this stuff to y'all bodies like y'all do? If cleanliness is next to godliness, why don't y'all eat better, sleep better, treat your skin better, pray more, develop your mental health? If cleanliness is next to godliness, why don't y'all become better people? Why don't y'all get closer to God? Like I just showed y'all, syphilis is on a 57% rise from 2019 to 2022. But cleanliness is next to godliness? Can't be. You can't believe that. You can't believe that. You can't believe that. Not whatsoever could you ever believe that. The way that y'all act, the way that y'all smoke, the way that y'all put y'all life on the lines in a lot of these situations, the lengths that y'all go to make up lies to make you look better. Come on now. You know one thing that I notice that women do work on though? That cootie pop. Women will work on that cootie pop. They, if cleanliness next to godliness, the only thing that I notice, especially black women, the only thing black women want to work on is their vagina. They don't want to lose no weight. They don't want to work out. They don't want to work on their mental health. They don't want to be better to their kids. They don't want to read more. They don't want to do anything to better themselves other than their vagina. Just think about all the stuff. Right now, in the last 5 years, all the pussy stuff, the cootie pop stuff they have put out for women, because most women, I'm saying this, most women only got vagina to offer. Most of them. You had your yoni steams, then you had the yoni egg. You had the women using the Kegels, doing the Kegels and putting the Kegel weights in there. There's what the boyfriend said. The boyfriend release a statement. Let me go see if I can find this. Like I said, they'll do what they'll. Let me see what he said, because they got the news on talking about it. Oh, y'all get on my nerves so bad. Y'all do. With all this God talk, God this, God that. Oh Lord, y'all just. Ew. Do that even sound right, bro? She was fighting for her life, so give her some time. She was fighting for her life for 48 hours, and then go to the hospital. You went to your parents' house, and you made, like, if you was fighting for your, just think about fighting for your life. You was able to make it to the house. Russell's boyfriend Tomar Simmons wrote in an Instagram post that circulated on social media on Sunday that Russell was fighting for her life. In roughly 48 hours, she disappeared. Right, bro. Like, all the men are saying the same thing. This shit don't make fucking sense. All I ask from everyone right now is to be respectful of Carlee's situation. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts of her kidnapper at this very moment, Simmons wrote. Bro, if she had a kidnapper, the police would have been out here telling y'all what her kidnapper looked like, so we could be trying to find a kidnapper that's out here kidnapping people. If she was, just think about it, if she was kidnapped, the police would have put out something, a sketch or something, or said, hey, she was kidnapped, be on the lookout. Men, guard your daughters, and women be on the lookout for a kidnapper out here running the streets on 459 and the surrounding areas. But that did not come out. So she was just around, around here finding kidnappers, and we just letting kidnappers go free now? This don't even make sense. That is stupid. Oh, no. I'm wrong. You're right. We're not, you know what? We're not supposed to we're supposed to shut up, and the community is not supposed to say anything about this situation, because y'all should just be happy she's home. And then y'all dummies out here talking about it would have been better. She would have ended up in a body bag the way y'all acting. No, we want to know, because this sounds stupid. Everybody glad the girl home. Nobody wants this woman to be dead. I don't. But let's call a spade a spade. This story sounds really, really fishy. Am I the only one that thinks that? So you mean to tell me the police knows you released a statement that says she was kidnapped? The police know she was kidnapped, and now all of a sudden we're not going to put out the information on the kidnappers? And supposedly it was a kid she saw walking along the road. So that means the kidnappers got two people, and they used the kid to lure her to get kidnapped. So now we still don't have a AP or Amber Alert on the kid she saw walking on the road. What? I hate that I'm so logical. I hate it. I hate that I can't fall for the same bullshit y'all fall for. I hate it every day. And then I realize most people are slow. Majority of people are slow. This is just simple deduction skills. Simple. It don't take rocket science. You ain't got to be a fucking detective to know this. It's some shit in the water when it comes to this. There's what you mean when you say rich spoil girl problems. There said it might be rich spoil girl problems. Man, I wish I was as dumb as y'all sometime. I hate that I'm not. I hate that I'm not as stupid as y'all. This man really wrote a statement that said, let me read this statement again. And it's not funny, but it's funny because it's like, all I ask from everyone right now is to be respectful of Carlee's situation. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at the very moment. Simmons wrote. She's going to come out and say she's mentally ill, or she got hit across the head and don't remember nothing. She don't remember her kidnapper, nothing. But once again, we're not supposed to ask. The community is not supposed to ask these questions because we don't need to keep our kids safe. So what happened to Carlee doesn't happen to our children. Of course. That's too much like right. You ask the community to come do a whole fucking search for you for, Saturday morning, a whole search for you. But we can't ask any questions. Oh, it's family business now. Hey, I'm going to say this again. If it's family business now, you should have been family business Saturday when you ask all them people to come out there and search for your black ass. I told y'all, this is what our community looks like, where you call on the community. Some don't sit well in the community's mind, and then y'all want to say it's family business. That's a fucking slap in the face. For me to get up out my bed to come look for your child and tell me I can't ask you no questions, and then this information might be pertinent to, so I don't have this same situation happen to my child. This is what this is a slap in the fucking face to tell me you need help, and then when you get what you're looking for, I don't need your fucking help anymore. That's like a nigga asking you to borrow $20 and they had it for a whole year. And then you say, hey, can I get my $20? Oh, I can't believe you still worried about that little $20. Yeah, I'm worried about my little $20. It's mine, ain't it? Didn't you ask for it when you needed it? Oh, now it's a problem that I want my money back. The same concept. It's like I give you something when you in need, but now that you got it and where you need to be at, you don't, it's that little funky little $20. Nigga, what? This is what we at. And like I told y'all, all last week, Dr. Umar clip was circling the internet, talking about community building, talking about men need to check this, men need to check that. And all of a sudden, y'all don't want nobody to check nothing. I said, y'all. You know how rich girls like to run away like they so oppressed at home. Bruh, nigga, I just said the same thing, bro. Not in those words. I just basically said, hey, she wanted to go mess with some Peter Welker that her parents probably told her not to mess with. So she made this elaborate plan, even though it wasn't well thought out. And people gonna say, well, why would she do that? Like this hasn't happened before. Like we haven't seen the 17-year-old girl run away from home and then she get caught with the old nigga or something and try to act like somebody kidnapped her. Like that's never happened. Okay. And y'all keep talking about God and praying and stuff like that. You know, the same old mama jumbo circle and cycle y'all went through whoop to whoop that y'all do all the time. Black people love them some God when it's some fucked up situation, but y'all never love God when y'all doing when things going good. Y'all love when it's down and out and looking bad. Y'all love God. I don't hear y'all talk about God no more so much until y'all have issues. But when it's going good, when you didn't hit the lotto, when you didn't got a new piece of cootie pop and all of that, I don't hear you say nothing about God. When that man you like, you find out he got a big Peter Welker, I don't hear you say nothing about God. The only time you say God in that situation is when he hit the bottom of that cootie pop, and then you say, oh God. And what Superhead told Mr. Marcus? She told Mr. Marcus, God can't save you. She told Mr. Marcus, God can't save you. I'm the only one that's seen that. It's honey, motherfucker. Then Superhead tell Mr. Marcus that God can't save you. I'm the only one that watched the flick. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. Because like I told people, when you watch what was going on, and her parents got on the news and were talking, they seemed like they were very involved parents, very caring parents, well articulate, very articulate parents. Like you could tell this girl comes from a decent household. What Dare said, when sunshine, when sunshine, they get out here on the city girl time. When the tornado about to hit, though, is Lord, please get me through this. On God, bro. Like it's they never consistent, bro. It's never consistent. It's kind of like when when you got to send your brother to college and you got to go ask the man for money. Now you calling on God to help you through that situation, huh? Until he gets shot by the police. Oh man, y'all don't know what movie that was. Do it. What movie was that? Put it in the comment section if you've seen that movie. And if you watch it, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I told y'all YouTube being a bitch, and I'm finna get ready to go to Rumble on their ass because they be doing dumb shit about content, and they still ain't told me what content that I have that's claims supposedly reuse content when most of all my content on my page is my original content. Follow me on TikTok and Twitter too. If you're on Twitter, make sure y'all go in there and follow the New Normal Podcast. Instagram, the New Normal Podcast. Y'all follow it. So nobody got questions about the supposed child that she seen walking on the street. We're not gonna talk about the kid that went missing. So the supposed kid went missing. Did she give the police the whereabouts of that child? What did that child look like you saw on the road? Why are you always on the road? Y'all remember my oldest son asked him that? Why you always on the road? Or since she got a boyfriend, may been a way to go mess around on him, but not lose him at the same time. It could be a lot of that. We've heard stories of women doing stuff with other men while having, and I call it buyer's remorse, sexual remorse. where women go out here and sleep with other men while they have boyfriends and husbands, and then wake up the next morning and feel a type of ways and say the man that they slept with, voluntarily slept with, say raped them. We can't act like that's not a thing. All of this is speculation. And once again, I'm going to say this again. It was the internet, social media, that brought up claims of trafficking and all of this other stuff before it was mentioned. But now that her boyfriend has released a statement, I'm guessing he's close enough to the family because he is her boyfriend, and said that she was kidnapped. Now we need to know who the fuck kidnapped this woman. You know what's going to be sad? This is what I really hope does not happen. This is a real hypothetical. Let's say she did go off and mess with a guy, had sex with him, and he slept with her unprotected, right? She really likes the guy, but she got so much news coverage and everybody is looking at her now. And the guy likes her and she likes him, but to save face, she jams him up and says the guy that she voluntarily slept with did in fact kidnap and rape her. Let's say that happens. That would be very, very sad. Very, very sad. Because then you got to ask, I don't know, and I'm about to answer this question. Did she get into another car? Did another car pull up behind her? Like, what happened? Does she have any history of struggling mentally? Like, I got so many questions that are probably never going to get answered. But I guarantee you're going to have another situation like this. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. And people think that somebody wouldn't make up a story like this. Like, we don't have people out here on social media lying every fucking day about their lifestyle. That's weird. This is odd to say that people wouldn't make up an elaborate story of why they would leave their car. Like, people don't make up stories about their lifestyle on social media every day. Most people are not living in reality. And I say this all the time. Most people are living in a medicated reality. If it ain't dick, if it ain't drugs, if it ain't social media, if it ain't TV, if it ain't people, if it ain't fashion, people are living in a medicated reality. They just trying to get by and cope. Even so much so to religion. Some people are doped up on religion to help them get by they messed up and fucked up situations. Do you know I grew up listening to people tell me, listen to this. I grew up in the church, and people used to say in church that Jesus was poor. That Jesus was poor, but you should give money to the church in tithes and be okay with being poor. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a part in the Bible. I think it's Martha. Martha put that mirror oil on Jesus's feet. They said it was the equivalent of a year's worth of wages on Jesus' feet. You mean to tell me I don't think Jesus had the best camels and horses? I don't think Jesus had the best robes? I don't think it was easy to spot Jesus because he looked like the Son of God? I'm confused. The most famous man ever to exist ever? Especially at that time, spitting in grounds and making eyeballs and bringing children back to life. I'm confused. Nigga, we seen what Michael Jackson did with that motherfucking moonwalk and seeing how that prepared him to another level. And you mean to tell me a nigga bringing a girl back from the dead and making eyeballs and turning 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and fed thousands of people wouldn't make him the most famous man in the world? We seen what happened when Prince got on stage and he had his whole behind out. His whole behind. His butt was showing. And you mean to tell me Jesus was poor? Come on, dog. You can't believe that. You can't believe. If you believe that, I seen somebody say this day. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. And it's on Mars. You'll be the first and the only one there. You can get your early admissions. Early admissions. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Show y'all something else. Show y'all something else real quick. Hold on. This is something else. This is why I say we messed up, because this is something that it is never a wrong time to do this. Never. And if you can't make out what's going on, these are women that are twerking on top of a tow truck in Birmingham at a what we will call a Woodlawn Day. Woodlawn is a high school, if you don't know that. But these are women who are twerking and doing it horribly. Horribly. I don't understand why these two women were thinking it was a great idea for them to get on up here and twerk. Like I told y'all, and I'm gonna say this shit again. DHD. Dick, hookah, and day parties is all they care about nowadays. And those women in that picture or video is probably just at the D and the H right now. They didn't let the day parties go because they look with those knees, those are 35 plus knees. 35 plus knees. This doesn't make any sense that we can keep on going on as a community like this and think everything is cool and copacetic and we and we don't need no help. Look at old girl on the side. She need on a shirt. LOL. I ain't even see. This is sad. And these are the old people act like this. People my age, like, bro, we supposed to be sitting down, having parties at the house, listening to some good music, relaxing with your friends and family and kids, smoking on cigars and drinking, expensive cognacs and shit like that. Bitches ain't supposed to be out here on back of tow trucks trying to twerk and shit. But you know why they do that? Because we have no community, because these women are uncovered. This is what uncovered women look like. I know the same rhetoric y'all gonna speak. Y'all don't need a man. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Right, Darius. And if we say something about women, we sassy. And this is the part I don't like about, when we had these discussions about the differences between women and men. First of all, women and men are not alike and not even close. The more and more I do podcasts, the more and more I talk to women and men and see the way we think in our ideologies. Women and men are so different. We're so different. We're not even close to being the same. How we perceive love, how we receive it, how we give it, not the same. Our emotional state, what we get emotional about, what rubs us the wrong way, how we feel about certain things, what triggers us, we're not the same. How we view sex, how important sex is to one another. Like, even, like I said, we're not the same. Right. There's uncovered, but asking for protection. Please tell me how that makes any sense. Protection comes from your daddy and your husband. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care how you feel about it. You better not be getting beat up by no nigga by me. Because I'm going to look the other way. I'm not jumping in because I did a story about how the man was with his wife and his newborn baby trying to interject in a situation where a man was beating on a woman and the man shot him and took his life away from his wife and his newborn child, trying to interject in that bullshit. I will not do it. I have children at home. I have a wife at home. I'm not going to jeopardize me getting back home for you and your stupidity. We're not doing it. And y'all keep talking about a community. There's no community. There's no community. When the community asks for help and then tells us we can't tell you why we needed your help, that's stupid. Quit asking people to pray for you too. Quit playing with God like that. Quit playing with God like that. Talking about pray for me. Well, bitch, what I'm praying for? I'm just praying just to be praying for you? Like, what is your need? Like, we are prayer warriors, so we need to specifically know what you're praying for. What are we lifting our voices up to the Lord for? Please tell us. No, we're just praying. We might have cancer, but we might be asking the Lord to heal your syphilis. And once again, I'm going to say this. If God knows your needs, then why can't you pray to God for you yourself? If you love God and God knows and hears you, and your prayers doesn't fall on deaf ears, why can't you pray to him? Why do we have to know your business? I'm with y'all when y'all right. We don't need to be asking people to pray for us. You can get them on the main line yourself. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. That's God for you. I don't understand. I be trying to figure out the hypocrisy of a lot of things that we say in our community. The men, the women, all of this stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Get your popcorn and enjoy the show. Get out of these fellas, get out of these women's way. Move out of their way. Do not try to save them. Do not try to help them. Get out of the way. Let them crash and burn. We see what's going on. I just showed y'all the article says syphilis is on a 57% rise in Houston. 57. That is a lot. Like, I don't understand y'all comprehend the amount of 57% rise. What the fuck that even looks like? Do y'all know people on average, when it comes to money, they hope to get a 3%. A company hopes to get a 3% return in a year. And in 4 years, 3 years, they had a 57% rise in syphilis. The reason I'm tied all this together, because I got to show you how the women are acting, what they're doing, how they're sexing. They don't want to be questioned by anything. Men can't tell them anything. And if you follow me on TikTok, even Suki Hunter's talking about men in nursing homes. Said men are the most people in nursing homes. And somebody said that she said the most people in nursing homes, they get no visitation. Baby, they don't even make sense. First of all, how are they quantifying that statement? 1. 2, it's such a big disparity between women and men in nursing home, especially assisted living. Assisted living says 70.6% of people that live in assisted living homes are women. And I knew she was telling a lie when I heard the clip because my aunt is in a nursing home and it's nothing but fucking women in the nursing home, assisted living at that. It's nothing but women. Trying to figure out why she thought this was smart to say. I hear men say all the time, if y'all don't want to take care of me, put me in a nursing home so I can flirt with all the women that's going to be their nurses in XYZ. Because men also know that it's going to be more women in nursing homes than men. You know why? Because society cares about women more to make sure they have a place to stay. That's one. Two, women live longer than men. Three, especially black men. And when you think about it, more black men are married than black women. You can look this up. And have been married more times than black women. How do you even get there? I told y'all our community has been dead for the last 50 years. Ain't no coming back, because if you say anything, you're sassy. This Carlee Russell situation speaks volumes on a whole array of other conversations and situations to be had in our community. Because like I say, when I scroll down social media, I see women saying that you don't need to be questioning what's going on. I said this again. That's why I wore this shirt today. My I hate human shirt. I wore this shirt because I really hate humans. I hate humans with a passion. I hate that I'm not as gullible and stupid as y'all are. I hate that. I want to be. So I ain't gotta be working my mind and be like, I hate the point when someone tells me something and instantly it's a head scratcher, like, this is not adding up. Like, this scenario isn't scenarioing, or math isn't mouthing. Like, I'm the bad guy though for questioning this. Come on now. Exactly. Even this situation, if I pull over to save a baby, no one would even care. This situation proves women are more important. It proves they're more important, but it also, the thing is, I'm going to say why this situation is weird. I'm going to say it again. We've all seen scary movies and know how black people feel about scary movies. A nigga ain't stopping late at night to see save a baby on the side of the road. They gonna call the police and say, "Hey, I seen a baby on 459 X a mile marker X, Y, and Z. Y'all need to go save it." Because we all know when it comes to scary shit and late night shit, nobody ever stops to do anything like that. Especially a woman who supposedly was by herself to save a baby. That alone is stupid. As a matter of fact, I've seen videos of women, of black women, being in situations with their children, like shootouts and stuff, and run off and leave their children behind when shootouts. They don't grab them up, they don't pick them up. I've seen this with my own eyes. I got plenty of videos that if I had my old phone, I would show them. And you mean to tell me this young 24-year-old girl stopped to save a baby on the side of the road? This really makes sense to y'all? Like, this shit makes a young 24, 25-year-old black woman on 459 at 11 o'clock at night thought she saw a baby, pulled over on the side of the road to save the baby, and nobody even still to this day, nobody's asking a question about the baby. Derek said, "Let me got kidnapped. I'll come back in 48 hours and folks wouldn't even know I was gone." I seen it too. One was at a gas station and dude had to get her back. Right, bro. Like, We see this all the time. And we talking about the same one. The lady, she was the biggest head. As soon as they start shooting, she left the baby, and the dude snatched the baby up and took off with the baby. See, that's another one. See, I seen one when she left, the lady left and jumped in the car, and the dude grabbed the baby. That's another one. I ain't seen her run to a store. See, that's what I'm saying. So, like, people, even in the comment section, are talking about how they seen women leave their own children that came out their own cootie pop. When situations got bad, and you mean to tell me a black woman just pulls over on the side of the road to just save a baby? That don't even make sense. That's stupid. And like I said, y'all ain't finna try to pull the wood over my eyes, and y'all ain't finna try to make me feel bad for questioning this stupid ass situation. I don't give a damn. And God, once again, God had nothing to do with this. Yes, I'm mad. I'm pissed off because this is what our community looks like. And y'all keep talking about community build. And then when the community questions and try to build and try to save our children because of this stupid ass shit that's going on with this girl, and she can't talk and tell us, and then now the police know she been kidnapped, but they ain't put out an etch-a-sketch of the nigga that poses kidnapped her. If she fought for her life for 48 hours, she didn't got a good look at this nigga. If he had a mask on, she know the build of the nigga. She know if he's 6 foot or 5'4". Come on. She know if he black, she can hear the accent. Was he Cuban? Was he Italian? Did he sound Jamaican? Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. Like I'm really baffled, and I keep having to reel myself in when I realize how stupid this shit is, because I'm the stupid when I realize. Because I'm stupid because I keep wanting to give y'all the benefit of the doubt, and y'all didn't show time in and time out that y'all ain't got this shit. Y'all don't have God didn't give y'all common sense. He didn't bless y'all with that. He didn't bless y'all with that. I'm the one need to quit questioning why y'all think like this. Y'all rationale behind certain things, because I could look at a lot of y'all lives and see where y'all are going. I definitely can. That's why I tell y'all only call on God when stuff is going awry. Y'all never call on God when it's when you got $200 in your pocket, you got you some new cootie pop, and you bought your new J's, and you out here running down the sidewalk, skipping to your own beat of your drum, and the sun is shining on you. You don't never call on God. All the time y'all want to call on God is to insert God into some bullshit. Do you know how I would feel if I had people in my circle that only called me when they got into binds or bad situations? Just think about that. Just think about the person that's you cool with, and they never call you until they need money, they got a flat tire, they need help moving somewhere. Just think about that. It's never, hey, I was thinking about you. We should go get a drink. Let me take you out for some drinks. It's never that. It's like, hey, I was thinking about you, and I was in Walmart and I seen these nice little onesies for your kid. I'm going to buy them for your children. It's nothing like that. It's always, hey, it's been kind of slow at work. I was just wondering if you could, let me borrow $200 so I get back on my feet. And, I promise I'll pay it back soon as, work picks up, or, I'm moving, and I need help, for the U-Haul. I got this last little bit. I had to pay my deposit and the insurance, so they kind of tapped me. So I need I need you to help me with the U-Haul. But if you don't have the money for the U-Haul, can I use your truck and your trailer to move myself? That would be free. It's like that. They never call you to, that'd be fucked up. That's a life a lot of y'all lead.
Bruh.
That's a life a lot of y'all lead. And no, I don't feel bad for questioning stupid shit. I don't feel bad for questioning stupid shit. sad, but I'm that dude. Hey, you got this, you got that. Can you help me? I got one person really call and check on me for real, for real. So you the dude that's always helping everybody else out, and nobody really call and check on you. That's what's sad about this whole situation. Is you only call on the community when you need help. Y'all don't never call on the community to give back to the community, the black community. Y'all only call on the community when you need help. It's a sad, sad reality of how the black community is. Sad reality. We have to get better. We need to get better. We're sick. A lot of y'all are mentally ill. I'm going to say this, and I say this all the time. Alabama is building new prisons. They build prisons off of third grade reading levels. If you believe that or not, we could just use simple deduction. And when you do research on prisons, most people in prisons can't read on a third grade level, right? Just simple deduction. In Birmingham, they said they had thousands of third graders fail. You got to ask yourself, where are we going as a community? Where? We're going nowhere fast. Nowhere fast. And the crazy part about it is, it's only speeding up. If you are the smart person, or, like the racist said, if you're the smart black, it would be advantageous to you for you to sit on the sideline, get your lawn chairs, grab your popcorn and your beer, cross your right leg over your left leg, and enjoy the show. Because the show is here to stay. And we got a long way to go for the ending. It's the New Normal Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, YouTube took my monetization. If you want to support the channel, my Cash App is at the bottom. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. This needs to get out. This is an important message. This is a PSA. Make sure y'all like. Go follow me on all social media platforms. The New Normal Podcast, I think 2022 on Instagram, Twitter, The New Normal Podcast, or The New Normal Pod 1. TikTok, The New Normal Podcast. Facebook, The New Normal Podcast. And I'm on Rumble, but I'm going to have to redo my Rumble. I'm going to start on Rumble because, like I said, we got to go in. We got to go up. We got to go live. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's a New Normal Podcast, and we're gone.